back to Sailing GBU. Today we're sailing, and not where we want to be sailing, but we have to go back. And we didn't plan on this. It's actually one of the worst things that we do, that we have to do sometimes, because we like to just keep pushing forward. But today we're going back to Cabo Rojo because, why, Matt? Why do we have to go back?
Well, this whole craziness that happened pushed the sailing season way back. We were just going to keep moving east and then rent a car on the east side of the island, do all our provisioning, and then hit the Virgin Islands and south and all that. But there's not many marinas open on the island. Rental car places aren't that open, so in order for us to do that, we're going to have to go back to Marina Pescaderia. They're still doing rentals and stuff like that, so we'll be able to rent a car, get some laundry done. I have about 2 months of laundry that I have to get done. You
don't even have 2 months worth of clothes.
I guess you're right. So that's why I got my headband on today. I'm trying to do my inner flash dance. So we're downwinding for the first part of this journey. I got minimal sails up because it's supposed to be gusting like up to high 20s, 30 maybe. So I had a reef in, but I took that out because I was going too slow. We're only going about, I don't know, 20 miles or so today. So hopefully it won't be too bad, but maybe just be in Cabo Rojo for about a week. Just enough to get our stuff, get our laundry, and then...
And pushing forward.
Yeah, once everything opens up, maybe we're going to be able to beat it, but just kind of, you know, took a lot of the wind out of the sails, I guess you could say. Alright, so we're off the south coast of Puerto Rico, and we're officially, let me straighten out my glasses a little bit. We're officially on the west coast, west side, throw it up, and I don't know, we got like 6-7 more miles to go till we're back in Puerto Real. Been a nice little sail, a little bathtubby at first. The seas were pretty big on the south side, so I'm not going to say I threw up. But I'm not going to say I didn't throw up either. It's just up to you to figure out whether or not I did.
This hasn't been the most comfortable sail in the whole entire world, but you know, that's what happens when we're going downwind. We bathtub it, we almost barf, or some people do barf, and we just keep going with our day. You can always take some medicine for that if you really want to, but it's not that bad today. Overall, it's a quick, short sail. We'll be at our location. It's a beautiful day at least, and the water's pretty.
Alright guys, so we got some gusts. Some death-defying seas is happening. We got around the side here and got out of the swell. That was cool. But now there's like a big storm right where I'm headed. And it's really compounding these gusts that we're having today. And this one ain't going out easy. Alright, so here comes the rain. This sucks. We're about 2 miles from the anchorage and looking like we're going to get poured on. So here we go. This is the adventure we all signed up for. That storm made the wind turn completely different, separate of the way that we need to go. So I guess I'm going to crank up the motor. And
we're only a mile or two off, right? 1 mile maybe?
Yeah, we're like a mile away. Looking at the prop, seeing if there's seaweed on it. Now, you see what I like to do when I'm in this like soft, silty mud is I only put out like 2-to-1 scope to set the anchor. The CQR has a really long shank, so if you put out a bunch of chain in this like really thick mud, the chain will kind of keep you from really setting the anchor and getting the anchor to really plow deep down in that mud. And you can take that to the bank, because headband LeBron James told you so. And always, when you're backing down on your anchor, if you don't have davits and you towed your dinghy, we did a short run today, so we just towed it. Make sure you pull in your lines so that your prop doesn't get fouled. Okay, now that I did my 2-to-1 scope and I really bore down, I'm in about 10 feet of water here. Really bore down on it. See on my GPS here that I'm not moving. So what I'll do here is I'll make a marker where that spot is, and then I'm going to go up there and let out about 40 more feet of chain, which is going to put me at like a 5-to-1 scope here. There's nobody in this anchorage, so I got plenty of room. And then I'm going to back down again and see if these two markers are like 40 feet apart.
Alright guys, so we've been pretty much hanging out in Puerto Real for a few days. We finally got our package in, and one item, I can't exactly tell you what it is, but it will be coming up in a future video. We basically, hold on. You can't see it, can you? No, because I edited it out. But we're going to wait on clear water to show you guys that. So look forward to that. Hit that subscribe button if you're excited to see what that blur was.
And if you can guess what it is.
Yeah, guess down below if you think you know. Also, I got a really fun item. I bought this myself. I ordered off Amazon. I'll link it down below if you guys are interested. I bought one of those dome things for your GoPro. So you can do one of those half water, half out shots, you know, step up my Instagram game, cool pictures, but I also pretty much need clear water for that too. And then I got something I didn't want to have to get. It's a lot of money, but I had to purchase it. A new computer. Our old computer was old. It needed to be upgraded for our editing, and let's hope it works. It's pretty much customized just for editing. That's all we do on our computer. And we're gonna get that set up so I can use Premiere Pro 2020 and hope the videos come out maybe faster, easier.
Don't let her tell you like that. We were super worried because we were like in the midst of nowhere out in the jungle. The computer died and we don't really get that ahead on videos. So we were like, we might have to shut down the whole GB universe.
We don't want to ever miss a week. We feel like that would be pretty sucky. I mean, it will happen probably one day, but if we can stop it from happening.
Yeah, so we had to fly back to one of the very few marinas that was actually open here in this island. And, you know, go online. We don't know anything about technical stuff, so we, like, built this thing from scratch. So now that we're back in civilization and humanity, things are looking a lot better for us. And now I can finally get a haircut.
Yes, so we got some clippers. All of them are sold out because everyone's stuck in their house doing their own haircuts. But we got some little tool, a Phillips 1 blade or something. So I'm going to try to make this into something. But he doesn't allow me to do a cool haircut, guys. So don't blame it on me. Don't say fire your barber. Because I just do what the customer wants.
Alright, so welcome to the haircutting portion. Kristen's got to brush my hair because she's a perfectionist, as you can tell by many of my haircuts that you've seen in the past. But she's just going to be hooking me up, so we're going to talk about hurricane season here for a quick second. Pretty much cruising, it goes one of two ways. Either you have a really nice boat, and you got to kind of haul ass by this time of year to get somewhere where your insurance permits you to go. If you don't know anything about boating and cruising, your insurance, most of them, will have like a latitude or a longitude that you have to be north or south of, and you have to do that in order for your insurance to stay current. We don't really worry about that because our boat's only like $5,000. We own the boat outright, so we don't really have to play the games for the insurance, which allows us to be a little bit later to the party for hurricane season. We do try to be somewhere safe, obviously, but hurricane season in the Eastern Central Caribbean, it's really only 2 months long. It starts in mid-August and it ends, you know, mid-November, something like that. So it's well over with by then, mid-October maybe. But so yeah, we're doing that. We're considering being far south for hurricane season, but we're definitely not going back to the U.S. We may just stay in Puerto Rico, which I know is U.S. too. But so I guess we're gonna see. Let us know what you think is a good hurricane hole. You know, obviously there's Grenada, which has opened its borders by now, but I'm just not. I still got.
They said they're opening middle of June or something, and you got to sign up.
Yeah, you got to call ahead. But for me, I mean, I love America. I still have PTSD from being in Luperon for that amount of time. You know, I got nothing against the Dominican Republic and other developing countries, but, you know, I got worms when I was there. That's not cool for me.
He thinks there's still worms in his head, and it's making him crazy.
I think a worm wiggled into my brain.
His haircut is the only thing that makes you crazy. Or your decision to decide on this.
I don't know. I kind of like, speaking English and all that good stuff. So going through a bunch of crazy islands where I'm no longer a citizen, you know, you just don't feel at home. Here in Puerto Rico, I'm a citizen here. I feel at home. You go to these other countries and you just feel like a stranger.
Wussy.
We'll see where we're going to hurricane season. But either way, we're about to speed up this haircut. That's enough long-winded flabbergasting. Let's go. Alright, so the whole reason that I've been growing out this crazy haircut is because obviously I sail around and I like to fight and stuff. So I consider myself like a modern day Viking. Basically, I'm Ragnar. So I wanted Kristen to be able to give me like this Viking gangster braid down the back. And let me know in the comments if this is Ragnar or not.
It's not. You need a thicker hair for this. Alright guys, let's get off this boat. I'm going crazy bored on here. Let's get some stuff done. Let's get going. Alright guys, we got the goods. Don't mind my sweat under my face mask. Let's see. Ta-da!
Oh boy.
That's a lot of meat.
That's what she said.
Alright guys, so we're gonna eat this pizza now. We're still waiting on our laundry, and then we're gonna end up heading home. But we just wanted to finish this video out. Sounds like there's someone moving something around out there. But make sure you guys like this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share it. And what else do we have to say? Oh yeah, we're also thinking about making some merch. We haven't decided yet. We're still unsure if anybody really even wants anything. So
I'm gonna make I'm pretty sure people want a coolie hat.
I don't think so. Anyways, let us know in the comments if you guys would be interested in that, so we know if we should or shouldn't make any.
We don't want to waste your time, you know. We don't want to twist your arm making merch if nobody wants it. But yeah, we got to wolf this pizza down. We got to get our laundry done because it's getting later and we're about to turn into a pumpkin before quarantine.
Oh yeah, our curfew's at 7.
Curfew's at 7, so we got to Peter Pop off on this pizza here.
Alright, bye guys.